Welcome back to our Thymesia walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing Underground Laboratory. So whilst we are here in Philosopher's Hill, make sure to head on over here and grab this golden lore item, just like that. And when we finished the previous stage, which was the Royal Garden Subquest 1, we actually picked up an item which was a golden lore item as well. We actually have to pick that up to complete the stage. So if we go to show item to Azzavhar, we should have 4. So we've got Hermes Answer Research Notebook. We'll trade that in for an item. Giant Puppets Core. We'll trade that in. Then we've got Hermes Answer Formula Research. So we'll show that. And also Hanged Queen's Fused Core. So we'll show that. That's from the Giant Bat boss fight. And then continue to recall, and we'll go into Underground Laboratory. Alright, here we are, so let's get cracking. We'll activate the beacon first of all. There's quite a few bits and bobs to do in this stage, and there is a boss at the end of the stage. The enemies can be quite spicy. They're not too bad, but they do place quite a lot of them down, and the enemy placements can sometimes be quite tricky because there's a tricky combination of enemies all put together in certain places. So let's get smashing on through. Yeah, let's grab that item there. Like for example, in this room they place an archer on a ledge to the right. So for that reason, kind of just hug this left wall there and hope that the archer doesn't actually get us or spot us. So it looks like we are clear. Got a skill shard there. So archer is over there on that ledge. So if the archer is shooting at you, you can sort of like hide behind these columns and stuff. It's a little bit of defense against his attacks. Just smash through this enemy. There we go. That'll do. Pick up that collectible piece of paper, an item on the edge of the ledge there. The archer still hasn't aggroed us just yet. It usually does, but I guess today's not feeling it. We'll just head over to the archer just in case he does start shooting us. No. Looks like he's doing something. He's dancing. Looks like he's dancing. I think he's getting ready for the big dance or something. He's practicing. So when these guys shield bash, they usually follow it up with a jab, so shield bash jab, so you can be prepared for that and then parry it accordingly, or block it accordingly if you've got a block build. You can up and B that. If you was in the right position, you can do that Makiri counter step and jump thing. And yeah, I guess we'll just take advantage of this situation with a charged claw. Just take the extra bow skills from this guy. That'll do. This might make us fall down if we do the animation, but it's fine. No. That's cool. So let's grab the skill shard and the collectible piece of paper and then head on down. And this bit is basically just going deeper underground the whole way. All the way down to the boss fight. So up and B on that bad boy. That step and jump is really cool. Very, very similar to Makiri counter from Sekiro. That's why I really love this game, as I really love Sekiro as well. This enemy is one of those spicy meatball enemies, so just be careful because they can pack an insane punch. And they've got quite a lot of HP as well, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 forward thrusts on that one. Use great sword if you want to knock him down for a little bit. You've got a up and B there. Also got a bow that may come in useful. Quite reach. Gonna play it safe, pop the potion. There we go, a couple of claws, should finish it off. But yeah, just be careful of that enemy because they can be quite spicy. And it does take a while to take them out, but got some good loot from it, so all good. Then we'll head on up. We've got an item that's tucked away in the corner. So we'll smash through this. Well, that knocked him miles. Nice one. So yeah, we'll take him out. And grab all the loot. Don't forget that you can set the look skill points as well if you want to on your talent tree. So if you're looking for more drops and stuff, more ingredient drops and all that good stuff, you could set look as your skill points whilst you're going through the level. You could always change your mind when you get to the end of the stage, when you get to the boss. So you could have look set to sort of like farm stuff as you're moving through, and then you can switch talent points at the beacon before the boss if you want to switch them up for the situation. So we'll pop a cheeky rest, just check if we've got any items that we can use that may allow us to level up. What we got? So we got those ones that we got for showing the items to Azzavhar, and then we've got these bad boys. We'll pop through those. Can we level up though? We can. So we'll pop a point into vitality for now. Unlock talent. Let's take a look what we got. So we've got healing execution 1 and 2. We've got the saber attacks powered up. We've gone for reckless deflect level 1. I think I'll leave it at that for now. If you want to, you can put it down to reckless deflect level 2, which further increases the deflect time, or further increases the deflect window that we have, which makes it easier to deflect, but it decreases the damage that we do to the enemy when we do the deflect. So I'm gonna just leave it on that one for now. You can also go for energized deflect, which is really good. I think we'll go for... I'm actually going to put it on luck for now. And maybe we'll get some like extra drops and stuff like as we're going down. Like, I'll probably switch it when we get to the boss. Here we go, we've got the blood enemies. These are the ones that are a massive pain in the butt. They're not too tricky, but they can be overwhelming, and they can sort of like join the fight at the most awkward times when you're like in the middle of fighting a bunch of other enemies, and then the blood enemy just kind of decides to roll up. I think there's one here as well, so I'd probably say take that blood enemy out first if possible. They usually just take 3 hits. I think that's the first time that I've ever done step and jump on these scythe enemies. Nice, so just grab all the loot. Got the blood enemy again. Please just go back to the blood, there we go. Sword and shield. These aren't too spicy when you learn the timings of their like shield bashes and jabs and stuff. They become a bit easier. There we go, and we get some health back and stuff because we've got the healing execution applied. We're getting some health and energy back every time we take out an enemy. Not the blood enemies though, I don't think we get them back. Just going to keep my eyes on the health bar when we take this blood enemy out. No, I don't think we get any regen from those. But yeah, the healing execution is good to have on because you know, if you smash through your potions, you can actually just take advantage of that by taking out enemies as you're working your way through the level and stuff, and it comes in really handy. Okay. So far so good. Go for the great sword there. Sometimes it's worth doing a dodge as well instead of a parry. Depends on your build, so we've got a buff. If we dodge an attack, it gives us a defensive buff. So sometimes it is worth opting for the dodge every now and again if you have that buff. I think there is also like a skill tree where you can dodge and perhaps get an offensive buff instead of a defensive. I'll have to double check the talent trees. So you've got one of those whip enemies, and this is what I was talking about with the blood enemies kind of joining the fight at the most awkward times, like this. So once again, if you're into your whips, for whatever reason that may be, you can hold down your charged claw on this enemy and you can try and sort of like farm a few extra whip charge, just like that, so you can power up your whip. I think the sort of like added blood enemies here stop respawning as soon as you take this bigger one out, so I'm going to heal up because this enemy can do a grab, and if it grabs it does hurt quite a bit, so I want to make sure you watch your health for that one. Okay, so we've got a whip shard and we've got a potion upgrade there as well, and then there's a collectible letter just around the corner, and we can head deeper underground. A little bit more to do. Got a great sword enemy here, so that's good for me because I'm going to try and get some skill shards from this guy if possible. Although we're taking quite a few hits, so you need to be careful. We've got one skill shard drop. I think that's usually all we would get. Not sure if you can get like loads more than just the one. Take advantage of the great sword, knocking him down. I grab that skill shard. Be careful of my health. Up and B, make a counter, step and jump. So hopefully it drops one more skill shard. Yeah, that'll do the job. So that is that. And then I don't think there's too much more. We're going to go down this path first. Got this enemy kind of waiting for us here. And a collectible piece of paper. I'll just take that enemy out. I think that's kind of it. We will be getting to the boss. The boss does have some spicy moves. Just going to throw it out there. There's some moves that can... I think they are designed to literally just one-shot your character. Unless maybe you had a massive amount of vitality and then maybe it doesn't one-shot you. But there's some moves that the boss does. Especially in phase 2, there's like giant slabs will fall from the ceiling. And if you're underneath one of those... it will delete your character pretty quick. There's some moves that he does where he kind of like swipes across as well, and it usually one-shots your character as well. So yeah, you got to be careful of quite a few of his moves. What we'll do is perhaps switch talent from luck to something different. We'll go for maybe quick recovery. Could come in useful for this boss, so we'll go for that. Let's see if we can upgrade the greatsword for the fight. We can, so we'll pop it up to level 3. You can unlock whatever else you want to if you want to do that. And if you look at the top, it's got like a vitality 11 out of 10, so you can get like extra buffs and stuff from certain plague weapons if you have the stat requirement for it. For example, that halberd one is really good, so gain 1 stack of offensive buff when a 3rd jab is landed, if you have 10 strength, that is. That's good. But yeah, for now that's all good, so let's just jump in to the boss fight itself. Just off this ledge, you grab this item, and let's jump in. There we go. So this is the sound of the abyss. You want to be kind of like sprinting to one side, perhaps dodge, Sometimes it does this 2 times, so just make sure that you're moving and then focus on this bit. So saber attacks first and then go for the claws to break that thing. It does quite a large chunk of damage to his health bar as well. You want to be aware of like where these things are here, because when he looks to the side, you just kind of look to the side there and then he does this weird swipe thing like that. You want to be in that sort of thing at the back to make sure that you're safe from that swipe attack. So you want to do saber attacks first and then follow up with your claw, as per usual. So make sure that Corvus is actually sprinting as opposed to jogging. This one is going to hit the ceiling like that. Keep on sprinting. Make sure that you're out of that giant red circle. Just make sure that you're aware of where this kind of like that safety zone thing is at the back, because we definitely need that. So make sure that you're sprinting, or just dodge or double dodge. And then when he's stuck, follow it up. That's that one done as well, so it's quite a large chunk of damage to his health. He's looked to the side. If you look at what he's doing, then if he does that, you want to be in one of these safety zones. Make sure not to get hit by that attack that he does. Then run on out, do a bit of damage, double claw, do a bit of damage, some claw. Let's keep an eye on what he's doing, so you don't want to be too far away from this safety zone. There's a few different safety zones, just throwing it out there. I think there's 3 in total. Keep on running. So ideally we want the middle one, which I think is this one. Let's have a look at what he's doing. He's looking at the side, which means he's going to swipe across, get in the safety zone, and back out. If you're at the far end there, you could have got more uptime on the boss than I just did, but... So we'll pop the execution. He does have 2 phases. So we don't want this far end one, we want the middle one, which I think is this one. Keep on running. Just be aware of the stuff, just keep on running at this point. And be roughly around this midsection, but just look out for the red circles. Don't go too far to that side as he drops, because if he drops actually on Corvus, it will delete Corvus. So that's why you kind of want to be around the mid section for that particular part of the fight. And as long as you're in that kind of like safe area, roughly around here, you should avoid this massive rock, and also avoid getting destroyed as he kind of falls on this section as well. So other than that, that is the fight. There's loads more video game tutorials, boss guides and walkthroughs on my channel. Some videos have just popped up right now, feel free to check them out and give them a click. I've covered loads of games such as Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Nioh 2, Ninja Gaiden and loads more. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.